Every year makes you a different person. You travel to so many places, you explore places and yourself. You find yourself alone with your thoughts in places that you've never been before, and you see yourself changing in those places. This year, I traveled to so many places. I met people I thought I would never meet, and I reconnected with friends. I made memories that I can look back to. I traveled with my friends at the beginning of the year. I saw snow for the first time and I played with it. I was so happy when the year began. I took adventures that I thought I could never take, and I did everything that I thought I could never do. But there's always this paranoia in you when everything seems to go right in life. I knew that this happiness came in waves. It struck me that happiness wouldn't last too long, and I got dragged into the hospital right in the second month of the year. But I didn't let it put me down. I trusted in God for a while to heal me. Then I trusted in myself to heal myself while healing others. I traveled and made some of my best memories just laughing at silly things with a friend. This year I shed tears of joy, but I also remember all the nights that I've cried alone. It's about how you look at life, what you let it do to you. This year was about reunions. It was about spending time with the best people in my life, and also about bidding them goodbyes. This year was recreating myself, my relationships with people. This year was about how my existence makes a difference. How I make someone smile or how I make them cry. It was also about how people impact me and how they make a difference in my life. This year was about celebration, but it was also about mourning. It was seeing your family member laugh and sing for the last time. This year was about fighting the storm. It was about getting on with life no matter what. It was about watching beautiful sunsets on your way back home. And it was also about waking up to skies you've never seen before. This year was about crying in a theater with strangers. It was also about finding your happiness in isolation. This year was about making new friends, but it was also about missing some old ones. 2019 was about reconnecting with your parents, about realizing that they have a life of their own to manage. It was about noticing the small things in life. It was about having good food and lunch dates with your parents. This year was about watching people leave. This year was also about leaving some people yourself. It was about not needing anybody for you. It was about realizing that people really mean it when they say that they miss college. It was about cutting a cake that was melting, as if it was saying that we're run out of time, which is very true about age. Life takes so many turns. 2019 was a big turn. This year I created so much. This year I isolated so much. This year made me trust people a little less. But this year I also saw me extending myself to strangers and helping them despite my own problems. This year I didn't hesitate to let people go. 2019 was the year when I found myself, I guess. I had moments that I never expected to happen. This year, I saw strangers caring for me. This year, I saw people turning into enemies. As much as it was difficult to get through this year, I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad for everyone who has been a part of my life in 2019, even though you might not be a part of this video. As this year passes, I hope there is better to come. I hope that the next year brings me happiness. It brings me a new place. I hope that it brings me people who make my life better. I hope that it brings me people who I'm not scared to trust. I hope that 2020 brings me a me that I would not give up for the world. That's goodbye for you.